Fi IMF ho me kwadwo smart. Me kra wo fi ha honorably. Na me kofie. Ekomo ndeme. Enti yan hye so ho. Me hu se nkrofo bi so start say yasi kumi preko demonstration bi ebe baso. Monday. Yasi Monday. Ya titi wa ha. Ya obekobi.
Kumi preko demono. Menya hu nkrofo kompo mo hye ba ma hu sa se NDC fo bi atwetwe omoti wom.
Ende ye nko.
No na ama me se ne.
Afa kra de ye be organize youth na ka say demonstration no. Ye letters ne be call IGP ho Monday. So on my enquire per se ye 30 days demonstration.
30 days. Solid.
30 days esisu say te. Go say IGP na mu kro ntimi nsere. Ekwomo de dampare. Baba men fair no to her. And no ye Monday. We'll go into all those issues very well. Ofa KKD wa handa no pay. Na enra me share flyer na me hu send nkwala brim picture bi pa na. Ye de aye.
Na one this photo ni ba yo.
Ye ya ko hwa ba.
Sir, mo penyi nuama. Se enu ye hu fi nkwala brim. Sa photo ni me di mfie 9. 4 years old.
Okay.
4 years old. Photo no.
Na wofa wa ye won sem ba ko na me nu bi aye be di so nkomo na fe yetimi asoroso. Wawa can say speculators no nya ho akra na president na mu.
Na mampanyi.
O say won we speculating ya beche won. Na say dollar na say wa ka no kre.
Asa ko bi man.
Akwa.
Oh, David, but I'm say obi nso kan with TV so say na
abafom
na nakasa wie na bibia ye.
And abafom. And pay dollar you say. Mumisa finance minister.
And Emma na nansa nkasa.
Say dollar you say. Ofa. Me na me pese ye ade bi na eno ana mema waye.
Era ho mabamu
adija.
On mine ye nyinara ye dia. Sani America aka na obiara eye president woni fie. Enti sa wokoto aba wie a memfa wunyansa wonim de ene wadwen enkohye tokro bia mu koso ema ne nya adwuma. Efise opanyin abofra obiara fom. Opanyin abofra obiara poli. Enti so obi poli ana ofom na wo de wadwen wonim de wunyansa no wo de akoto baby na wo se wonfa nya adwuma wontumi nka nkyere no. Na oman na enya wo dofo pe ene be kanokre akyerɛ. Emre bebre kra na ya na wo dofo na ene den so be kanokre akyerɛ. Eti se ne amaame bi efre na ntilizi. Ena ne kunu be efie no se dem shantinyi Mr. Boatin no oya abu bi o. Na ntilizi se eba semire. Se them foolish man no say am menu bon. Ntilizi se na mire enyima. Enti edumre bi a wo ben nipa no wo se wo kanea enye no ekyere no se wan kan kyere no a obi foforo ba be ka kyere no na bi a no wan kama na anyefe na menim nnuano mo a atwerɛtwerɛfo bebre yakasa ahafo ne won ewa ma no ne president kasa ai na metie na supem bata anyamede na enye bibia so na yebetumi abɔ opanyin ne kwedu den ya ba akosi opanyin na so bio na emomo se ye twere speech amapanyin a ye hwɛ niam bi. Is there any conviction, inflection or the kasa no so is there any passion, is there any vision, and at the end of it all is there any call to action? Enti asema wo kan wo awugidi ni awo kan wugidi ni awo kan wo awerehiremu bi se ni awo kan ye no kore ni awo kan sebe e kan wa wakoma ena piaw ema wo kameto akoma so enne nso a wo de kan ema nipa sunsum so na wo bewie ni nyina no nso no efredom ebebom ekoye edwuma bi ana enti saade a na kyese enkomo na ono yedi bia na nana ho mfa no nti ano yetumi de kyen basa no ho mfa no mpo a asem no de sani aya twere no se yakofa ne yehwe a ye nyansempa bebre biara wom ayareho na Ghana ne eduro no yesika semonye yabamu nsu ebu ya mmofra ehwe mpenyimfo bi anim ebise sika krampo a na ya areho sem ye kwahenie.
Okay. Patrick say Bank of Ghana o awo kwa koto dollar o mo Bank of Ghana rate here 13 cedis 79 pesos. President Kasa and you say about 13 cedis 30 pesos. It's 49 pesos no. If you hear the can who says Bank of Ghana, where a Bank of Ghana? A hampony.
Never say maybe say ya titi asem. Obaya na say wa kodwam. Anaya Osman obi come.
No kra say maja dwom ko.
Aden.
Because kanino sika na ka medi kodwom ne niam metimi to no. Se entimi nto sa niam ne ti eye me ya say me ha me ho akonnante dwom ho na me ntimi nto hwe. Ti ne supermarket bi wo ma chire wa. Ti ne menya wura ho ade betimi na mato na meko. Market pa de meko ho eburu 2 months.
Yeah, yama wo fanfan speech nura. And ye wie kura.
Activity president speech na ha me kakra. Enti ya metie na kwesiada ana enwumre. Mentumi anna. Na adwoada na pana nso na ese meko TV so. Nso mentumi anna. Mentumi anna sa, mentumi na metwere. Na misua de se PhD a me ya adesua. Na bibi am se debi. Speech no. Kwesi wutie ni ana Ghana fo esufa. Wutie ni ana ebi mu ubisa. Hwere speech ni bi na yenhwe. Tini a metwere yi ni. Fellow Ghanaians. Eno de oyi firi mwenye.
Fellow Ghanaians.
Fellow Ghanaians. Good evening. I'm here to address you on measures I'm directing my government to take to help alleviate the current economic hardship. But first, I would like to seek your forgiveness.
Fellow Ghanaians.
I take full responsibility for the difficult times, our lack of greater attention to financial management, farming and transportation of food for security, and lax oversight of our lands, water bodies, and natural resources have caused. I make no excuses. I also wish to apologize for any excuses or misinterpretations made on my behalf by any of my ministers, appointees, and eager supporters from the Russia-Ukraine war, the COVID-19 pandemic, the use of the public purse, all the way down to the size of my government. I am sorry. Condolences to the families of our dear citizens. Heartfelt condolences from my good wife, Rebecca, and I go to the mourning families of the 3 Ghanaians whom we recently lost in disheartening circumstances. The gentleman who, in desperation, climbed up a high-voltage electricity transmission mast in Kaswa, got electrified and fell to his death on Friday the 14th. The pregnant lady whose entire toilet facility with her and unborn child sank dangerously into a mining pit beneath their home in Konongo, Udumase, last Sunday, 23rd. And 3, the gentleman who was hit in the head by a busmate and fell to the pavement to his untimely death at the La Paz bus terminal over a 2 Ghana cedi fare increment yesterday, Saturday, 29th. All very sad indeed. Our hearts go out to their families. May their souls rest in peace. I have directed my Chief of Staff, Mrs. Frema Opare, to contact and arrange provision for their families. I shall visit their families to console them and also provide full government scholarships for their children from now till completion of tertiary education or age 22, whichever comes later. the economy. Fellow Ghanaians, over the past few months, we have had challenges with the economy, some external and some internal, that have led to the depreciation of our currency's value against the dollar. This, coupled with a nationwide desire and consumption of more imports than what we produce, has led to very high prices. Kindly bear with me as I put in some painful yet necessary policies and measures with the help of Parliament and the many fine minds of our nation to remedy the situation. As of today, I have dissolved the economic management team. I shall invite and have serious discussions with renowned leaders of Ghanaian industry and other reputable minds on the economy to chart a course towards stability and prosperity. I must admit that as we seek an IMF program, we will have to tighten our belts, as the dictates of such a program mean we do not have full control of major economic decisions for the period. I am confident that with some austerity measures and prudent financial management, our economy will bounce back soon with your support. Terminations. I have thanked the Minister of Finance, Mr. Ken Ofori-Atta, for his service and will be terminating his appointment. I have also thanked the Minister of State in charge of Finance at the Presidency, Mr. Charles Edubuahin, and will be terminating his appointment, both effective tomorrow morning, Monday, 1st November. On the issues of conflict of interest with regards to Ghana's borrowing, the matter, I trust, will be settled in Parliament. I have scheduled a meeting with some leading figures in industry and Ghana's financial sector, past and present, first thing tomorrow morning, to help reboot the economy in these challenging times. Later on Tuesday, I shall name a replacement for the finance minister only as I work to reduce the size of my government. Policing mining equipment. I have directed the Inspector General of Police, Dr. George Ekufu-Dampare, and the Minister of Lands and Natural Resources, Mr. Samuel Jinapo, to present to me by 5 p.m. this Friday their individual lists of every excavator in Ghana in working or non-working condition. All owners or users of excavators are required to register them immediately with the police. Any person found to collude with another or act on their own to conceal the full inventory will face the full rigor of the law. Protection of our environment, especially our sources of drinking water. Ghana is the land of our ancestors that we too must safeguard and bequeath to the next generation as it was to us. On the degradation of our environment and poisoning of our water bodies in search of gold by our people and their foreign accomplices, there is great cause for worry. For this clear and present danger, I am declaring a state of emergency. All gold mining activities in Ghana are to cease with immediate effect. This is a grave matter of national security. I have thus charged the Chief of Army Staff, Major General Thomas Opon-Pepra, and the Chief of Air Staff, Air Vice Marshal Frank Hansen, to launch immediate joint operations to arrest any person, I mean any person, seen prospecting, digging, extracting, or washing any gold resources anywhere in Ghana until further notice. I encourage good citizens to report any suspicious activity and or flouting of this directive to the nearest police station or local assembly office, where from tomorrow, a uniformed officer will be stationed from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. on weekdays until further notice. Our mineral resources are to be lawfully extracted for youth employment, wealth creation, and national development, but never at the cost of poisoning our water bodies nor destroying the health of our communities. What is the use of gold if we have no water to drink? In the abundance of water, like Bob Marley wrote, the fool is thirsty. I have directed for letters to be sent to the National House of Chiefs and a communique to the media to report any untoward activities to the police or designated uniformed officer at the nearest local assembly office from tomorrow morning. A lean and fit for purpose government. In the crucial bid to reduce state expenditure, including the salaries and allowances, equipment, transport, maintenance, fuel, and social bills, I am relieving all deputy ministers of their duties with effect from 1st December this year. After that, I am reducing the size of my government from 120 ministers to 40 from 1st January 2023. I shall work relentlessly with my Chief of Staff and Cabinet to ensure that all necessary functions and services are intact, with the most efficient remaining workers using technology more effectively to serve our citizens, investors, and visitors. Tough times call for tough measures. I'm also reducing the total number of departments and agencies in our dear motherland Ghana by 50% to cut down on staff and overheads. We need a lean government that delivers. A list of surviving departments and agencies with some mergers as well as discontinuations will be announced on 1st January 2023. I entreat you all to bear with me as we move our nation forward prudently, albeit with some painful cuts through these tough times. All severance packages will be paid in accordance with the law and specific company guidelines to give cold comfort to those who will be affected by this necessary downsizing. Prices. Further to my engagements with Ghana Union of Traders Association, Association of Ghana Industries, Association of Bankers, and other representative bodies and stakeholders, I have heard and heeded your voices. I have conferred with my Minister of Trade and Industry, Mr. Alan Chiramating, and the Commissioner General of the Ghana Revenue Authority, Reverend Dr. Amishadai Owusu Amwa, on measures to help you and every Ghanaian household. I am directing that with effect from Monday, 8th November, the existing COVID tax element on all items be slashed. It is a tough time, and government needs to collect all we can in taxes and levies in order to pay our debts. The relief I've offered comes in addition to the already existing exemption from tax on goods for the disabled, educational items and services, medical supplies and services, pharmaceuticals, live animals, transportation, land building and construction, machinery, crude oil and hydrocarbon products. Wholesalers, distributors, and retailers, I'm appealing to you. Be fair to our citizens and note that failure to pass the tax reduction on to the consumer is a crime. Cost of food. To help reduce the cost of food, I have directed the Minister of Agriculture, Dr. Wusu Efriye Akoto, to arrange for vehicles to ply routes in networks from region to distant region to cart food crops from farm gates to the main markets. These will cover 100-kilometer distances or more at set rates and schedules. The cost of transportation will be borne by government from now till 30th December to ensure reduction of food prices in the cities and towns far away from farm gates. Ex gratia. This is a construct that many Ghanaians in all walks of life have complained about for years. I have listened and I'm heeding your call. Fellow Ghanaians, I shall work with our legislators to take a critical look at ex gratia and amend the law that grants it. It is not something I can immediately abolish. As it stands, it is a constitutional provision that allows a member of parliament, a minister, or government appointee to receive an ex gratia payment at the end of a 4-year service term. The payment is over 1,000 and often 1,000,000 times greater than what a teacher or a nurse will receive as pension from SNIT at the end of over 20 years of service to the nation. This practice of ex gratia and its payments to a few citizens of our land at great cost to the majority of lesser paid, hard-working people in the professions and vocations needs a critical and robust change if we are to tell our people in hard times that we are all in this together. The outcry of citizens on this matter must strike a chord with all Article 71 holders, past and present. Many good citizens who work as hard or even harder for Ghana live on very little and end their long-term service in poverty. The law that grants ex gratia shall be amended to bring fairness to the people we serve. I must add that all citizens, including Article 71 holders, who contribute to the SNIT pension scheme will still receive their requisite pensions on retirement. Council of State. On the matter of the Council of State, the Constitution, which empanels them, also states that the President is not obliged to take their advice. I am thus working with legislators for a constitutional review to abolish it. Savings made from there and all ex gratia will be used in the near future to help plant and cart food for jobs and to reduce food prices. My office will engage with the National House of Chiefs, senior government, appointees, and chiefs of the forces at no extra cost on matters of governance, security, and all sectors of the economy on the removal of the constitutionally mandated Council of State. Employment, age limits for public servants. In order to train and make way for our teeming youth and experienced managers and directors, I am directing that all unelected public servants over the age of 65 years shall consider their service terminated on 1st December this year. Thank you for your service. You have served your nation well, but it is time to make way for the young, educated, strong, and able to also serve their country. Go home, invest in your own private enterprises, mentor other people, and play with your grandchildren. Those who are willing and able to continue serving may run for office or start their own business. Governance and the public purse. From tomorrow, 1st November, all appointees of public companies who are reported by auditors and or whistleblowers to have been on the board when any conflict of interest or profligate expenditure were suffered will be liable for a fine threefold of the total cost to the company. I shall work to protect the public purse as your president. Redirection of priorities. In the face of limited beds in hospitals, leading to no admission for many, untimely deaths, and lack of proper care for admitted patients, I am directing that all existing funds for the cathedral be channeled to hospitals to ensure the realization of 2 beds for every 1,000 citizens by December 2026. This is urgent, and God will be happy with us for saving the lives of the poor the needy, and the vulnerable. Also, all funds accruing from the downsizing of government and rental of public properties, as well as fines from recalcitrant public officers and corrupt accomplices, shall be invested in 2 key refineries in Ghana, one for gold and the other for oil. The return of Kalabule. Those who are over 49 years of old will remember with clarity Kalabule in Ghana. The challenges we are facing as a nation has unfortunately led some traders to start the ignoble practice of Kalabule and profiteering. I condemn this unreservedly. The sudden hiking of prices of your existing stocks under the guise of matching the dollar is very unfortunate and must be stopped immediately if you love our motherland Ghana. I have spoken to the head of Guta, and action is being taken to stamp this selfish act out. I have served you diligently for the past 6 years, and I promise to do even better in these last 2. Call to action. Fellow Ghanaians, I entreat you all, young and old, to bear with me as I work with my government to serve you. I will be back again to speak with you on Sunday. Till then, I entreat you all to heed this call. Focus on family needs, not wants. Let us grow what we eat and eat what we grow. Let every Ghanaian, at home and abroad, choose Ghana-made products over any imported ones. When we buy made in Ghana, we protect jobs in Ghana. Please report any activity you see on gold mining, environmental degradation, corruption, thievery, and profiteering immediately to the police. Every one of you can make a difference. Every one of us in Ghana can make a difference. It saddens me to end with the loss of a great musician and high life music legend whose funeral comes off this weekend in Tema. Even in death, A.B. Crensel stands tall and shines bright through his evergreen songs and thought-provoking lyrics. May his soul rest in peace, and all his family, friends, and fans, of which I'm proud to say I am one, find comfort in our faith. I leave you with the Akan proverb, which has held our families, communities, and nation together through good times and bad. And I call you all to join on me as we say, Prayewo hwei, wuyi bakwa nebuo, wakabomwa emu. Let's stand together as one. For like the many lean pieces that form the broom, united we stand, divided we fall. God bless our homeland Ghana and make her great and strong. Good night.
All right, Auntie. Mampany speech no kaeno. Nanka we necessary be kama ye na wanka.
Anya we nanka so kan.
We necessary ka.
Media me madwen kyerɛ me sɛ me ye president of the Cheidakwa family.
Yentie Ebi Krensela. Mampany.
Oh.
Kwasi Cheidakwa.
Anu nti na me fira kokɔ na yo. Ebi ɔte sɛ me se. Efi sɛ obia ye wo tema biara no. Otis Buedi. A.B. Crensel, J.W. Ambule. What also? So, Smartin Cancer, woman in
let me ask this question. Yeah, Matrato. So, what will happen if Nana Addo steps down?
If Nana Addo steps down, immediately the Constitution provides for the Vice President to take over.
Let him step down.
And so step it down, dear. Na nia o manage economy no money bedu ni etie. Say you can't see in China and one count, so no na otiso no yo or no, and na obabedi so. Na say UK na so no so say or step it down there. Nature say ye ko Speaker of Parliament.
Nana.
Nature say ye ko sa ye be ko sa ko si se ba bedu me carpenter.
Nana Addo. Yes, no. With all due respect, step down now. and save your image. Your Excellency, President Akufo-Addo, with all humility and respect, please step down.
And you be also step it down as you see on nature say, open so chess benefits President and
Yeah, the Bemano.
Now, when
you bet your money be cram with your painted bridge. Will you bet your money can be cram with media painted bridge of 1 year?
Nanny and your woman person who bribe MPs and common pesical pudu be brand any home commerce ever soon.
Nana, yes, no, just please step down.
Oh, man, in Koye
and save your
and Koye. Attitude was your Koye mom. What for?
President Nankasa Casanoma yes, 50 years in the South, which way no. Ebi mad. Your best throw says, Sifom. Bema Bayebi. I
was speaking.
Bema Bayebi, one Bayina. Say, one Messica pedidi.
Sika empe dede.
One woman a pedidi. Yesterday was sick. Adebioma are who say, if you mra Ghana boy, dear Bruni Bedi, a saw. Kwame Nkrumah baye. Wa sabi Bruce Benyado, Papa Crody, idea by 7 months view Hokakra. Independent who saw woman had that, Joe time.
Okay, sumi muma obana onyem na ose media sabe me sabe me kuja me nan keke na wura na oni ne tie fidan nyinara
Nana
abba enti o man panyimfo wo
if you Kwame Nkrumah time be seen there, Your Excellency
aden
a common de Ghana for da 83 kura common de Ghana for sa Joe timing Nana if you say Ghana, you fee go coast bedroom Ghana and the yetimi no. And which there kotobe kuma passy, it means your mem had dajo mreso. Nana, if you say go coast tremo magana by ye, a baby and what bob besia, chenwa bay. And a baby asuniwa when you sika, chenwa bay. From 2017 to 2020, Guano. What by we ofa besia mo boy any revenue ebedi mo nsam who convert into dollars is 77.5 billion US dollars.
Kaka honso say ababie ni hwa nia ono ne ti sika no so na ono na ose se yenkobo besia no ye bo besia ono ankasa nso esinya ho mfaso
mo
aden
fimra
broni sika say aden
broni ba Ghana
ba
besin Nana aban ye ni wa waba wasesa na busuafo na mom aban no omanfo ne bre no na busuafo nyesika ebi nsida age wo mre so Nana efimra gokos baye etwemu magana baye ebi nsida se petro wo beda sore wo kata wani wo tepe ne yatum wo tepe ne yatum je wo mre so dollar any cedi ntokwa and say potosada aje wo mre so
Ya mo bo Ghana.
Abai bia so maye e wo Ghana ha ye titin central for tata and central for
Eti sika so.
chen wa bai
Ya mo
na bro
Ghana.
menim so bi so afro bia ene nansen ya wo ha obi afre me me money din wo fa na we dey so dey we penyi odi na we hia nanka ye nhwe ne ye mfama na me chese jimifo wo hwa me me yasresre me nkasa ma MPP me nkasa ma NC wo mo si o ene sa wo bo mo wo ka ma asem dia ende kan bi ma NDC nso wo mo so wo mo de wo mo nkwa asem se sia no mo me nkan na wo a wo mo te so a wo mo nya de ye na wo mo pe bebi mfa na mom no se ekoto aba ne awo pese okoto ma no de me anya masem me ye Ghana ni se nkwa asem okoso o man mu na se me se me nka na me ye kohwini na me ye trofo na me ye ohufo enyansafo nyina ye din adan ya kan hye mafun
eti Your Excellency
Fellow Ghanaians.
sifom
Fellow Ghanaians.
wo de shada kasa wo yare Never will take you over. No appointed the power from.
On shall I so ne won fa no.
Ah, would shada kasa because honestly speaking, Mejidi yese wa kura no wo hwe bebia Ghana akuduru na wani njibio. Adana na wo kan o speech kwesi ada no.
Fellow Ghanaians.
Me hwe wani mu di na me hu se waye mobbo.
Onyakopo empengu.
Nana wankasa na waye mobbo do.
Onyakopo empengu.
Sifom. This is a respectful appeal. Just step down. Step down now and save your image. They say 100% and you nyam na wo no. Wa paper 99 aka 1%. Fa no kofi. Cause eya onua say na miri Ghana. Onua afa ni yetwen IMF. Yadwene mu wo. Me yam hihime December salary. December, January, February salaries. Me yam hihime. Nana sifom. We eye operation Nana sifom. Etu wo fi abetima ye video. Mo bi mfensi oso na wa ye won sare say operation Nana sifom. Hwede wi am ye ma memfa ma de nsi ho. Eti he ya won sane say. We ya won sane say ya. Na wa mo bi de camera na si so operation Nana sifom. Operation Nana sifom. Simple. I mean, your video na post me enko. Ya da na ye ho abasia.